Welcome to Biztakes101, business lessons from movies and pop culture. I'm your host, Rafa Newball. Today we're going to take in a few lessons about personal branding and positioning, watching scenes from the movie Ford versus Ferrari. A few facts about this movie which I found extremely entertaining. It was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Movie. It won 2 of those Oscars for editing and sound editing. It boasts terrific performances by an ensemble cast, including Academy Award winners Matt Damon and Christian Bale. It currently has an IMDb rating of 8.1 and a Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter of 92%. Not shabby at all. Now, let me give you a very quick summary of what this movie is about before we dive in. Ford versus Ferrari tells the true story of the battle between both car makers at the 1966 Le Mans race. The main characters are Carroll Shelby, a former race car driver turned designer, played by Matt Damon, and Ken Miles, a talented but hot-headed British driver, played by Christian Bale. Ford aims to dominate the prestigious Le Mans race to boost its image, challenging Ferrari's long-standing dominance. Shelby is tasked with building a car to beat Ferrari, but he faces resistance from Ford executives who want to take control of the design and testing process.
Ken Miles is not a Ford man.
We're on the verge of something, and now you tell me that I can't have the best man in the world behind the wheel?
Miles, despite being the ideal driver, struggles against corporate politics and his own personal conflicts. The movie showcases their shared struggle against corporate interference, personal demons, and the desire to prove themselves. Now, let's talk about positioning. According to Ries Jack Trout, the concept of positioning emphasizes the need for a clear, concise message that is repeated frequently to establish a brand's unique place in the consumer's mind. The core idea is to create a strong, easily remembered message that resonates with the target audience and differentiates the brand from competitors. Now, let's see how this movie helps us understand this concept. Shelby was chosen because he was a former Le Mans winning driver with deep racing expertise and a reputation for building fast, innovative cars. Ford trusted him to push boundaries and deliver a car that could finally beat Ferrari at their own game. So, in positioning terms, Shelby as a personal brand had the credentials as a fast driver for winning the Le Mans race and later for designing and selling fast cars. So his positioning is totally related to speed. That is his simple and clear idea: speed. One of the keys in positioning is to frequently repeat this simple and clear idea so that you carve out a specific place for the brand in the consumer's mind. One form of repetition in personal branding is by truly and consistently playing the part. Just watch how Shelby drives. Everything about him is speed. Now watch how Shelby emphasizes his positioning in this scene. In this scene, the Ford company is taking advantage of the unveiling of the new Ford Mustang to present Shelby and their plans to design a race car.
Thank you. Well, my daddy was here today. He told me to sit on down and leave the yakking to the college boys, so like my cars, I'll make this fast.
Like my cars, I'll make this fast. Right off the bat, he has told everyone present that he knows about speed. If you didn't know who he was before this, within 10 seconds, he has told you that he makes fast cars, starting to engrave his positioning in your mind.
When I was 10 years old, Pop said to me, "Son, it's a truly lucky man who knows what he wants to do in this world, because that man will never work a day in his life. But there are a few, precious few, and hell, I don't know if they're lucky or not, but there are a few people who find something they have to do. Something obsesses them. Something, if they can't do it, it's going to drive them clean out of their mind. I'm that guy."
Here, he is reinforcing that he not only knows about making fast cars, but that he is obsessed with it.
And I know one other man feels exactly the same. His name is Mr. Henry Ford. And together, we're going to build the fastest automobiles in the world.
Fastest automobiles in the world. Once again, one clear idea, and he is repeating it frequently.
And we're going to make history too, at Le Mans. My name is Carroll Shelby. I build race cars.
And he closes reminding everyone his name and one final time associating it with building fast cars. In a 75-second speech, he says or implies 4 different times that he knows about speed and cars. And the fact that he spoke for only a few seconds over a minute, in other words, he spoke fast, and you can see the extraordinary job in branding that he has done. Now, in this scene, watch how he cleverly uses his positioning to get out of trouble with Henry Ford Jr. The team has just returned from France, failing to finish their first Le Mans race, a race that once again was won by Ferrari. I should note that Ford executives did not allow Ken Miles to participate in that race because they considered him a public relations threat. Nonetheless, Henry Ford is not a happy man.
Give me one reason why I don't fire everyone associated with this abomination, starting with you.
All due respect, sir, you can't win a race by committee. You need one man in charge. Now, the good news, as I see it, is that even with all the extra weight, we still managed to put old Mr. Ferrari exactly where we want him.
Did we?
Oh, yes.
Expand.
Well, sure, we haven't worked out how to corner yet, or stay cool, or stay on the ground. And a lot of stuff broke. In fact, the only thing that didn't break was the brakes. Hell, right now, we don't even know if our paint job will last a whole 24 hours.
Did you see what he did here? This is reminiscent of what Eminem did in his final rap battle in 8 Mile, where he disarmed his competitor by listing beforehand all the things he could make fun of.
I'm a piece of fucking white trash, I say it proudly. Here, tell these people something they don't know about me.
Shelby does the same by getting all the stuff that went wrong in the race out of the way, so he could then focus on what did go right. And what exactly do you think that was? I'll give you one clue. It has to do with his positioning.
But our last lap, we clocked 218 miles an hour down the Mulsanne Straight. Now, in all his years of racing, old Enzo ain't never seen anything move that fast. And now he knows, without a doubt, we're faster than he is. Even with the wrong driver and all the committees. And that's what he's thinking about. He's sitting in Modena, Italy, right now. That man is scared to death that this year you actually might be smart enough to start trusting me. So yeah, I'd say you got Ferrari exactly where you want him. You're welcome.
Right here, he is leveraging on his positioning, his ability to build a fast car. And I want to highlight an important point on positioning. That simple and clear idea that you want to imprint in your target's mind has to be something that is actually relevant and important to the target.
I don't care what it costs. We're gonna build a race car. And we're gonna bury that goddamn greasy 100 feet deep under the finish line at Le Mans.
In this case, speed is one of the, if not the most important characteristic that a race car must have, which is why it is so important for Shelby to highlight this fact to Mr. Ford. After this, Ford gives Shelby more control of the design process, all thanks to his continuing work to affirm and add to his strong branding. So there you have it, a quick lesson about branding and positioning from watching the Oscar-nominated movie Ford vs. Ferrari. Let me know what you thought of these scenes, lessons, or Ford vs. Ferrari in general. Please don't forget to subscribe, and of course, let me know of any other movies you think have valuable business lessons worth sharing. Until next time, you guys take care.